All right, you lot, welcome back to another episode of Opinions in Dispute. And today we'll be doing the Euro 2020 predictor. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to take my summer assessments. Cut me some slack, please. I know there's been, a lot of games and you could say, oh, he's biased, and whatever, but trust me, I'll give my opinion of what I thought before the tournament, but then I'll pick it, based on the evidence that I have. Obviously, some teams have played 2 games, some teams have played 1. And you know what? Let's just get straight into it. Tournament predictor. All right, let's play. These are the groups, as everyone knows. If you don't know at this point, I don't know what you lot are doing. My goodness, imagine not watching the Euros. All right, so who do I think? Group A, obviously it's going to be Italy, but I'd also pick them to win the group pretty easily. I mean, with Immobile and Insigne, that defense that they have, Chiellini, Bonucci, Donnarumma has experience, has quality. The midfield, Jorginho against in the first game. Who was it against? I think when Italy played Turkey in the opener. My God, Jorginho, what a performance he put in with, guys like Barella stepping up. As I've said, no need to cover Immobile and Insigne again. They're putting in good performances. Second place, I did think it was Wales, even before sort of Turkey's somewhat collapse. And that is because I know everyone's been talking about Turkey. I didn't see it. I just didn't see it, because you need a main man or a rallying cry, and I didn't feel like Turkey really had that. They had some really good players, Söyüncü, all those kind of players. Didn't really have the rallying cry. Everyone was picking them as a dark horse. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. But to be honest, I would say, even before the tournament, that Turkey were going to finish 4th, just based on they don't really excel at anything. For example, Switzerland, I think, excel in the midfield with players like Zakaria, who I think is out, but still you have backup like Granit Xhaka and other players. And I thought Switzerland were going to place 3rd. Everyone, thinks, oh, he's just being biased because Turkey lost 2 games. Trust me. I thought Turkey was going to finish 4th. This group was another easy one to predict. I did think Denmark were going to finish 2nd, but obviously, with the injury to Christian Eriksen, where everyone was wishing him a speedy recovery, with those sort of things, it's very important that you get back to 100% instead of trying to rush it. And everyone was praying for Christian Eriksen. I mean, I did think they were going to finish 2nd, but currently they look like they are going to finish bottom of the group. But it's very upsetting. I mean, Simon Kjær showed some great leadership on the pitch. Referee showed some great leadership on the pitch. I mean, everyone is praying for Christian Eriksen, and I know he's up. He posted a video. He posted a picture on his Instagram from his hospital bed, and we're all still praying that Christian Eriksen makes his recovery. Russia, I'd go for 2nd, and Finland in 3rd, but just making it. This group is also a pretty easy group to predict. I thought Netherlands would make it. I didn't think Austria would make it, because outside a couple players, they don't really have major punching power and all that sort of. All Austria's firepower is in defense, but I don't, when has a solid defense ever gone far in the Euros? It's always been about the midfield and the attack, shielding and making up for defenses that may be shaky at times. I thought Austria would finish 3rd, North Macedonia. Yeah, no comment. And Ukraine, I think they'll finish second in the group. Group D, obviously, my country, England, finishing first. Now I think I might be just a madman tonight. Hold on. I might be a madman for thinking this. Hold on. When did they play? When did they play? Okay, Scotland did lose. I did think that Scotland would finish second in the group, but I think England are going to beat Scotland, which would put them fourth in the group. I did think, I would say this, before the tournament, I did think they would finish second because that wave of positive energy would carry them through certain games, such as Croatia, where I thought they would get a draw in Czech Republic. I thought they would get a win, but obviously they lost to Czech Republic. So I think that will be roughly the order. Now I know it's, you know, hindsight's 2020. I'm being a bit biased here, but I'm also trying to give my opinion on what I thought would happen. Spain, I think, will win the group. They just have quality. I mean, Morata, what a disastrous striker he is. My God. And to think he fetched, you know, big transfer fee so many times, it is just astounding how Morata is playing up front for a country like Spain. I think Sweden, they did well in the last World Cup. I think Sweden will make it through. They have some pretty good players, and I know Lindelof won, you know, man of or star of the match or whatever it's called. Still wouldn't want him at Man United. The cracks in Lindelof's game showed against Spain, but they were made up for. But there are cracks there that are starting to show. I did think Poland would come second, but I'm just going to look at the standings really quickly. I mean, I did think Poland was going to come third, yeah. I mean, yeah, Slovakia is probably gonna make it through then. Yeah, it's probably gonna be Slovakia ahead of Sweden and then Poland. But I did think it would be Spain, Sweden, Poland, Slovakia. But hey, I can be wrong. I was completely wrong on that. Group F, the group of death. Hungary finished fourth. I think that's a lock. Germany finished third. Portugal finished second. France finished first. To be named the group of death, this is, I think, a really easy group to predict. Portugal have immense attacking firepower, but I think France will hold the midfield much better than Portugal can, just because of the nature of their midfielders. You have Kante, Tolisso, Pogba, obviously, people like that, whereas Portugal has more, you know, much more adventurous, creative midfielders who like to, you know, do all these fancy tricks and skills. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, obviously. I just think France is going to have a stranglehold on the midfield. I think Germany, Croatia definitely gets through. Sweden definitely gets through. And I think Switzerland, because that Group A, apart from Italy, it's very weak. Same with Group B. Could be Finland, but I just think Switzerland has a bit more up their sleeve. Hold on. So, Belgium, Sweden. I think Belgium would win that easily. Italy, Ukraine, Italy. France, Switzerland, France. Czech Republic and Slovakia. Oh, what a boring game that would be. I think Slovakia would just make it. Spain, Croatia. Croatia uh, Croatia showed some real holes in their attacking prowess against England in the first game. They looked toothless in attack. I think Spain make it through. England, see, this is the thing. If England finish top of the group, which I think they will now, they beat Croatia. They finish second. They play the second place in the group of death, and that will most likely be Portugal or France. I think this is England's journey to coming home. It's England's cup. Trust me on this. Germany, Netherlands. I think the Netherlands have this. Germany's midfield has never recovered from the departure of the likes of Khedira, from the likes of Schweinsteiger. I think Schweinsteiger is the main one in the Germany team. Schweinsteiger and Philipp Lahm. And Klose. I think if you look at that World Cup winning Germany team and why they failed in the next World Cup, you have to look at leadership. There was no leadership in that Russia World Cup Germany team. You lost the likes of Schweinsteiger, Lahm, and Klose. You do not replace those, over the course of 4 years. They are once in a generation players. I still think Germany has recovered from the losses of those players. I mean, people want to say Timo Werner, this team, he's nowhere close to the quality that Miroslav Klose can provide. I mean, Kimmich is good, but Lahm was just a leader. He was just that good. And I know Tony Kroos, Khedira are still there. You got people like Emre Can. There ain't no Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger is the best midfielder I've seen for a generation. And if you don't think so, watch his performance against Argentina. And then you'll see what leadership is like in football. Wales, Russia. I think Wales. Wales, they have something about them in the Euros. They just have something about them, Wales. I think the biggest game would be this one, England, Portugal. Belgium, Italy. I think Italy. Belgium's defense, suspect. Belgium without, if Lukaku gets no service, suspect. De Bruyne playing out of position, also. I think Italy have started off red hot. And one thing you need to know about cup football, you have to catch fire at the right time. And I think Italy are starting to catch fire. They are starting to believe that this is theirs to lose. France, Slovakia, France, Spain, England, Netherlands, Wales, and I think England beat Netherlands and France beat Italy. It seems crazy. What I'm about to say would seem crazy. I think England win it. I think England win it. Look at that England team and look at that France team. England have better squad chemistry, better quality, better leadership. They have the better team. You know what? I bet, this is going to get clipped up when England lose to Portugal in the round of 16. England can do it. You have to believe they can do it. They can do it. I just know England can. They have it in them. If you look at the defense, I take the English defense over the French defense all day, every day. Pickford, Lloris. I know Lloris, World Cup winner, blah, blah, this, great keeper, that. Getting old, getting on the other side, the wrong side of 30. I just think there is not much in Pickford and Lloris to really, because Pickford is a different animal for England, you must realise, than he is for Everton. Pickford seems much more calm, much more controlling, much more commanding than when he is at Everton. which I'm not sure why. Pickford seems a lot more mistake prone in Everton. Seems to come alive in an England shirt. I think there's not much in that. Right back, we're definitely better. Reece James. I'd definitely take Reece James over Kyle Walker. Yeah, Kyle Walker's a bit of a pace merchant. Take Reece James over Pavard. Stones and Maguire over their centre-back partnership. Although Stones is very mistake prone. And Luke Shaw is the best left back in Europe this season. Midfield, I'd say France have the edge, but not by that much. Is Kante really that much better than Declan Rice? I don't think so. Is the likes of Pogba, and I know he comes alive in a France shirt, Pogba, in a French shirt. I just think, I mean, Calvin Phillips showed that he has what it takes. For the attack, this sounds mad, right? I think Grealish is just as good as Mbappe. Don't think about career trajectory. Don't think about, what they did at 19 and what they did at 20, what they did at 21. Forget that. Just this season. Go into the Euros this season. What's Mbappe done to warrant him being regarded miles better than Jack Grealish? Nothing. He's done nothing. Jack Grealish has had just as good a season. He has carried Aston Villa for the past 2 years. Mbappe didn't even win League One. If he's that good, surely he should win League One. I mean, Farmers League, that is. Surely he should win it with Neymar, with Navas, with Marquinhos, with Verratti, with all the money they spent. Surely the PSG should win League One if they have the best squad and the best player, Mbappe. No, Jack Grealish just as good. Harry Kane better than Benzema. Obviously, Harry Kane is better. Don't want any of this nonsense silliness. Premier League is the much harder league to play in. And I know Benzema's had a good season. Harry Kane's led the Premier League in goals and assists. Harry Kane's much better. As for the number 10, Mason Mount against... They don't really have a number 10, do they, France? Mason Mount, Phil Foden, Jadon Sancho. They're just better. We have a better squad than France. Look at that. Screenshot that right there. England win the Euros. It's coming home. Trust me, it's coming home. Smash a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And it's coming home. You know it's coming home. Southgate, do us a good one. Bring that trophy home, Southgate. You and the lads, bring it home.